Sometimes I wonder if I'm cut out for this one.
May this prayer bring the people salvation.
Some of us get complacent, but I train every day. Mayhap I'll come here when I have a day to myself.
There's comfort in the humdrum of daily life.
Real battle? I'll prove my worth. Fair enough.
That's why I did the things I did. And I don't believe for a moment that Lanzo meant what...
If I can avoid it.
That's why I did the things I did. Understand? And I don't believe for a moment that Lanzo meant what he said to me in the hideout. 'Twas all it...
never leave.
Time to be heading home.
I'm in fine fettle today.
Quiet.
I've been seeing an odd ox cart around the city of late. Once, I espied it around dawn and followed it. I got as far as the Palace Guardian's tower before. It wasn't the sort of cart built to carry goods, nor was it one of the passenger carts you often see on the high roads. Tell is it passes through that strange gate and makes for Volcanic Island. But what for? And just what is it carrying?
Interested in my wares?
This place fills me with unbidden remembrances.
More leisure, sir.
I'm in fine fettle today.
Step back, lest you hinder our performance.
Go on, have a look.
Who might you be? Whatever's to be done.
Days like this make me
Polishing my armor can wait till
gladly stay
Well
on.
met.
I could do with a lot.
Almost wish all would
polishing my
happen
armor.
to me? Now, this hardly bears say. But don't you dare. Always a pleasure.
Nope. Purchases to be made today, I see.
Me? Now, this hardly bears saying, but don't you always a pleasure. Looking for aught in particular?
Whatever's to be done. My offer still stands. Would you like to purchase a dwelling of your own? A wise decision, sir. Do be sure to read over the deed. Here you are, dear.
My humming would be unwelcome.
Time to be heading home.
Got to make hay while the sun shines.
Interested in my wares?
Reckon I'd spend my life here.
Got to accept life as it's up to.
My days are naught but toil.
Grow inventive customers
Surely
here.
I know that you would take.
Well met. This sits funny with me, truth be told.
There's no end to it. Let's change the scene.
Lots to do. And precious little time.
Townspeople.
Well met, Sir Arisen. Let us dispense with pleasantries and cut to the heart of the matter. I have a task that requires someone of your skill and discretion. Some days ago, a fiend attacked Empress Nadinya during her supplications. Her Majesty was unharmed, but the would-be assassin fled, gifting me a wounded arm in the process. He may seek to strike again, yet I fear I am not fit to guard the Empress as I am. And so I turn to you, Sir Arisen. Will you catch this villain in my stead? My deepest thanks. Her Majesty will next begin her supplications in Flamebearer Palace. I would use this opportunity to lure her assassin from the shadows. Empress Nadinia's life is in your hands, Sir Arisen. I trust you understand the gravity of this task.
Have no fear, Master. I'll fare all right without you for a little while.
'Tis not our place to hurry the Arisen.
Mayhap I'll buy myself a new sword next time.
Sell off what I can while I'm in town.
This is no good.
Can't let myself get distracted.
Go on, have a look.
Got to make hay while the sun shines.
Nary
How do you
Shall we get some rest then? I return safe and sound. And I dare...
Do we hunt a few monsters to start the day off?
Come, we've much to be getting on with. Feeling rested, I trust?
Polishing my armor can wait till the morn.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier. Fewer monsters are to be found on the main road, though carts travel only by the sun's light.
Apologies, Master, but you will have to do without us for the time being.
Much to do yet.
My back's so stiff after a day.
Empress Nadinia's life is in your hands, sir.
I've been on my feet all day.
It's got to sell what I can while I'm in town.
Housework's the hardest work there is, you know.
What do you want with me, eh?
overwhelming. I'd kill for some decent sleep. Teach him a lesson in roulette. Lost track of time.
I'm sure I can handle this. Quite sure.
Slim pickings of late.
Do you know how long you'll be? I only asked so that I might adopt the most effective stance to recuperate my strength.
And who might?
Sir Arisen, you've come just in time. Sir Ermhild, 'tis my pleasure to present to you the good Arisen, come to aid us in apprehending the brigand who would threaten Her Majesty's life.
Well met. Your assistance is most welcome. Without our Empress to guide us, Batal has no future. Her Majesty cannot be allowed to come to harm.
Indeed. We are well glad of your aid. May it prove unnecessary. Ere Her Majesty's supplications begin, I shall give you a description of our target. Pray seize the rogue should you espy him. We would, however, prefer that this affair be kept quiet. Be not reckless in your decision, lest you apprehend the innocent. Empress Nadinia shall commence her prayers any moment now. I would ask that you safeguard her with your life, should it come to that.
O lambent flame, we offer thee these words of prayer on behalf of our people.
Suppose I'm tired. I barely slept a wink.
Someone comes looking for a fight, I won't
Can't
say no.
wait for the new equipment to come in.
Near enough.
All's
I'm dead on
changed
my
at sea.
feet.
What's your problem?
We ask that all be spared the horrors of the fell dragon. We ask that Batal may e'er prosper. And we ask that a day may come when Beastren, human, pawn, and every other noble race that walks our world may live in harmony with one another.
Who are ye supposed to be? Fie. Are they onto me? Ah, sod it!
Apprehend him at once! That man there is the assassin. Nicely done, Sir Arisen. Let us inform Sir Ermhild of what has transpired.
Oh, Your Majesty. Full glad am I to see you unharmed.
The brigand has been captured. The chaos of the past few days ought to be behind us now. We owe this outcome to you, Sir Arisen. You cannot know the depth of my gratitude.
Ah, yes, of course. Batal is in your debt, Sir Arisen. The same is true of you, Sir Menella. Your efforts were most admirable, considering your wound. Now that a measure of peace is returned to us, however, you ought to devote yourself to convalescence for a time. You may. The curative hot springs on Volcanic Island are said to be wondrous for healing. Go there to recuperate.
Very well, my lady. I shall leave presently, and return when I am fully recovered.
Grateful are we for your most valiant efforts, Sir Arisen.
I should be glad to talk a moment. Thank you, Sir Arisen. Truly.
Here for my liking.
The heavens will surely heed our earnest prayers.
I'd kill for some decent sleep.
What to do? What to do? You are the Vermundian in Her Majesty's good graces, aye? Forgive my boldness, but there is aught I would ask of you. A friend of mine has moved house, leaving her former abode unoccupied. To be blunt, I would have you purchase the deed. You see, I have reason to believe a group of individuals who bear the Empress ill will seek a hideout near the palace. Thus, to have a trusted individual purchase and occupy my friend's abode would greatly set my mind at ease. Besides, aught tells me such ne'er-do-wells would have a hard time settling in with you there. What say you? I cannot fault your hesitation, but I am prepared to make the arrangements at any time, should you decide to accept. I have been waiting for you, Arisen. We've made it then. What's our first order of business, Arisen?
Anyone will notice if I stay here a bit. Seems my feet always lead me here.
I'm in no hurry to leave.
There's a ladder here.
Ah, excellent find.
What delights might there be to find in town today?
no fear, Master. I'll fare all right without you for a little while.
'Tis not our place to hurry the Arisen.
Right at last. Back to it, I suppose.
Hard to make anyone smile in these trying times.
Are the new recruits battle ready yet?
Glad I am to see you well. I've been wondering how you were getting on. Have you learned aught of the intent behind that letter? 'Twould seem my mother has joined hands with a Batali researcher to achieve her purpose. Which, according to this missive, is to arrange things so that I might rule the kingdom. But I don't understand. Vermont needs no consul. It's found its ruler, its sovereign, pretender though he may be. To say naught of you. Does she mean to remove you and the false sovereign both from the picture? Is that what is meant by this tragedy? 'Tis a frightful thought. Yet we are in a much stronger position for having learned of it. You've my My mind is apt. Even here.
Preparations key. We up my training regime.
Is aught amiss here about us now? It's too quiet here. Our brigands lurking about.
Somehow my feet
It is our
always
duty
carry me.
to see this peace.
The sooner my
find
duties
these
bring
things
us
less well.
I'll feel a sight better once I'm home.
We shall await you here, Master.
I'll find myself a worthy patron. Wonder how everyone else makes it.
I'm just grateful I get to lead a quiet
Leery
life.
eyes all round. With a long night.
I suppose I ought to move on.
What reception to the thing? Seems my humming would be unwelcome.
'Twill take a better mind than mine to solve this.
Hello there. You look like you've a lot to contend with, as per usual. I'll not keep you. Still, since you went to the trouble of visiting me here, perhaps you'd like to hear a rumor I heard recently? It came by way of a client, a merchant who owns and operates ox carts. As she would have it, there've been sightings of some sort of phantom ox cart in the dead of night. Strange, isn't it? Phantom or not, I can't imagine what they must be carrying to brave monster-infested roads at night. Apparently, it makes its appearance just after sunset as the sky begins to darken and has a caged wagon in tow. As someone in the same line of business, my client said she's ashamed to know that one of her fellows is involving themselves in illegal dealings. That said, I've not set foot outside the capital in quite some time. 'Twas news to me that passenger ox carts don't travel at night. Well, that's it for the rumor. I suppose you'll be on your way now.
All this hustle and bustle puts me
Nothing wrong with filching for survival.
Look, as long as you in fine spirits.
Everyone's as tired as I am. Can't make a living if I get myself injured.
A ladder, is it? How convenient.
We ought to...
Welcome to Pure, and quality is what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the... Many thanks. I appreciate the business.
Just nodded off for a moment there. It's hard to imagine the world again.
Not a foe in sight.
A brief respite is naught to decry.
forgotten riftstone we've not discovered lies nearby. 'Tis this way, as I recall, from my last sojourn beyond the rift.
I brought the number that you requested. I'll take it this'll be enough.
Aye, nicely done. Get in, you lots. Here's your payment.
Thank you kindly, sir. Ordinarily, coin like this would take me half a year to earn.
And I'll thank you to spend it wisely. Don't go drawing undue attention onto yourself, or that'll be the last you get. An ox cart travelling a night is suspicious enough in its own right, if 'twere known that I'm carrying pawns across the border.
I know, and I'll take care of it, I swear it. Contact me again when you've need of more cargo, won't you? What is it? I've done naught worth following me over. Hold, I beg you. I'll tell you what there is to know. I was approached by a battalion merchant I met at the border checkpoint. He offered me a coin in exchange for rounding up pawns. Aye, I know. Here in Vermund, there's nary a deed more abhorrent. But you have to understand, my gambling debts were like to drown me. I needed coin, and I needed it fast. I know not where they've been taken. Pray, believe me. Here, take this. 'Tis a document I got from that merchant. If word of this should reach the palace, I'd no doubt be disciplined. I might even lose my post. I'll give you all the gold I got today. So pray, I beg you, will you let me go? I swear I'll ne'er do aught like this again. I suppose 'twas too much to hope for. 'Tis all over for me now.
Many thanks. We'll take it from here, sir. Worry not, he'll receive his due soon enough. Till then, he'll be made comfortable in the dungeons.
When does my watch end? I've clean forgotten. The wise are as discerning with time as with coin.
I wasn't worried for a moment. Wherever you go, we pawns will always find you, Arisen.
Do take care not to stray so far next time.
I could use a bit of excitement in my life.
Got to find myself a patron with heavy pockets.
There's comfort in the humdrum of daily
It's
life.
a shame.
I've not set foot outside the capital in quite some time. 'Twas news to me that passenger ox carts don't travel at night. What of you? Have you any plan?
It is quiet enough. Can't wait for the new equipment to come.
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
Ah, excellent find.
You have my fullest confidence. Yes, Your Majesty? Ah, so you've encountered the Phantom Oxcart from the rumors. To be precise, the letter of the law does not forbid the abduction of pawns. However, in our sovereign-ruled kingdom, crude treatment of the pawns who so loyally serve our liege is an act decried by all. If one were to sell them for personal gain, they would doubtless be censured no matter their station. And this letter, by its make and the quality of the parchment, I can only surmise 'tis of the like used in the palace. We ought to assume a member of the court has a hand in this matter. But for what purpose are these pawns being gathered? And where are they being taken? I have a proposal, Your Majesty. Should we ascertain the pawn's destination, perchance we will discover the intent behind this plot. Yet if we question the driver haphazardly, this mission will be over before it begins. I bid Your Majesty follow the Oxcart without arousing suspicion, that you might divine where it is headed. Alternatively, mayhap Your Majesty could assume the guise of a pawn and await pickup in a likely location. I leave the choice to Your Majesty's discretion.
There are few places that I can look around.
The Arisen has chosen to fill our ranks with women. And I've no objections. You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. Knowing when to use curatives is my specialty. The sky is radiant this night. I feel at peace to gaze upon it.
It is as you say.
Mayhap this time you use your lantern, Master.
This seems a decent spot for a campsite.
The hour may be growing late, but if we mastered that attack, we would be invincible.
It appears night has fallen while we slept.
Shall we check our packs and be off?
I hope you slept well.
This is generally used as a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
Who are you? Come no closer!
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side.
Where ought we to go now?
Pray, have patience with me, Master. I've shared all I know.
The pain I experienced at the coronation was beyond imagining. I am honored to be called to your side, Arisen. A crime committed here will see one confined to jail.
Who are you?